Don't treat me like a criminal, because I am innocent.
Wait. Hold. Before you start filming. Before you start filming.
Okay.
Curtis.
Okay, we're searching search warrant on the bench here. Okay.
Oh no.
Listen.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Wait. Let me read this first.
Okay.
Okay, we got an initial problem here. The other gate is closed.
It's open.
Okay, great.
That's a beautiful thing.
You guys need a uniform with you?
Nice.
How you doing? Sheriff's Department, we have a search warrant? You have a manager here? Manager?
Okay, I'm ordering you to open the doors. That way,
And that's on tape so
No
that you're
problem.
absolved,
He'll
okay?
film.
And I'll also say that otherwise I'll have to break the door.
How did you feel when they went into Neverland? I mean, with the search warrant. I mean, what were they looking for? What did they take?
My room is a complete wreck, totally trashed. And they had 80 policemen in this room, 80 policemen in one bedroom. That's really overdoing it. They made everybody that work at the property, they locked everybody out of the house. They had the whole house to themselves to do whatever they wanted. And they totally took advantage. They went into areas they weren't supposed to go into, like my office. They didn't have search warrants for those places, and they totally took advantage.
70 sheriffs from Santa Barbara County raided Michael Jackson's home. Now, I've seen murder cases, I've seen serial killers have investigations done in their premises with 5 people, with 6 people, with 10 people. Never have I seen this many sheriffs descend on anybody's home in any case. It was all done because of who he was, and they knew this was going to be a worldwide event, and frankly, it was very despicable as far as I'm concerned.
We've been ready to do this for some period of time, and I want to clarify that so that you understand that.
Mr. Snedden was obsessed with taking down Michael Jackson. My understanding is that in the mid-90s, Mr. Snedden personally traveled to Australia and Canada, and perhaps other countries I'm not aware of, to find witnesses against Michael Jackson. He also arranged to have a website at the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department where they were looking for any witnesses or evidence against Michael.
This man is going to be humiliated beyond belief. He will not believe it from him. And beyond his worst nightmares, sell one more record. If I go through with this, I win big time. I will get everything I want. They will be destroyed forever.
Police sources say the charges involve a 13-year-old boy.
the day that came out, he was stepping on stage in front of like 80,000 people.
It was devastating because he had to go out every day in front of a world and the media who was telling everybody
that
he was a pedophile, but he still went out and had to face everybody.
I suppose the problem for many people is what happened in 1993, or what didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
Just cast your mind back. What was that like when you first heard the allegations that were being made against you?
I was shocked because God knows in my heart how much I adore children.
I have been forced to submit to a dehumanizing and humiliating examination by the Santa Barbara County Sheriff Department and the Los Angeles Police Department earlier this week. They served a search warrant on me which allowed them to view and photograph my body, including my penis, my buttocks, my lower torso, thighs, and any other area that they wanted. They were supposedly looking for any discoloration, spotting, blotches, or other evidence of a skin color disorder called vitiligo, which I have previously spoken about. The warrant also directed me to cooperate in any examination of my body by their physician to determine the condition of my skin, including whether I have vitiligo or any other skin disorder. The warrant further stated that I had no right to refuse the examination or photographs, and if I failed to cooperate with them, they would introduce that refusal at any trial as an indication of my guilt. It was the most humiliating ordeal of my life, one that no person should ever have to suffer. And even after experiencing the indignity of this search, the parties involved were still not satisfied and wanted to take even more pictures. It was a nightmare, a horrifying nightmare. But if this is what I have to endure to prove my innocence, my complete innocence, so be it. The police photograph that they took of me,
yes.
There was nothing that matched me to those charges.
There was nothing. There was nothing that concurred.
That's why I'm
Nothing?
sitting here
There was
talking to you
nothing.
today. There was not one iota of information that was found that could connect me
So when we've
to
heard
these
that there was
charges.
a marking.
Thank you for your warm and generous support. I love you very much. For decades, the NAACP has stood at the forefront of the struggle for equal justice under the law for all people in our land. They have fought in the lunchrooms of the South, in the hallowed halls of the Supreme Court, and in the boardrooms of corporate America for justice, equality, very dignity of all mankind. Members of the NAACP have been jailed and even killed in the noble pursuit of those ideals upon which our country was founded. None of these goals is more meaningful for me at this time in my life than the notion that everyone is presumed to be innocent. Everyone is presumed to be innocent and totally innocent until they are charged with a crime and then convicted by a jury of their peers. I never really took the time to understand the importance of that ideal until now, until I became the victim of false allegations and the willingness of others to believe and exploit the worst before they have had the chance to hear the truth. Because not only am I presumed to be innocent, I am innocent. And I know that the truth will be my salvation. I have been strengthened in my fight to prove my innocence by my faith in God and by the knowledge that I am not fighting this battle alone. Together we will see this thing through, and I'm very proud to be here.
We have concluded that because the young boy who was the catalyst for this investigation has recently informed us that he does not wish to participate in any criminal proceeding where he is named as a victim, that we must decline prosecution involving Mr. Jackson.
If you were innocent, why would you pay? I mean, to keep it quiet. I mean, why not go into court and fight for your good name?
I'm not allowed to talk on that.
I mean, remember what happened to him 10 years ago. He was humiliated. He went through where somebody was examining him, was photographing him, was having him, humiliating him in the worst way in terms of looking at his private parts and photographing his private parts. And he was subjected to some of the most just intrusive kinds of things that you could ever imagine. I can only try to put myself into that situation and say, look, if money could make that situation go away, maybe that was the calculus then. I don't know, and I don't want to second guess it.
The time has come for Michael Jackson to move on to new business, to get on with his life, to start the healing process, and to move his career forward to even greater heights.
When they settled the case by paying off, right away the next day I called Michael, why did you do that? And Michael said, Mother, I didn't do that. I wanted to fight it to the end. But they told me, the lawyers and things told me, just go on and pay it off and settle it. The reason they did it because Michael was out on tour. They had accused him of this terrible thing, and they didn't want to stop the tour, so they just paid it off.
Finally, in 2004, he got his wish, a criminal trial with Michael Jackson as the defendant.